What's up, everybody? So I went to Vancouver a couple months ago, way back in November of 2017, and I decided to go during Thanksgiving break, and I really needed a break from applying to PhD programs, from working, and I also was working on my business on the side, so I needed to get away for a short amount of time. So I decided to choose Vancouver. As many of you probably know, Vancouver is Hollywood of the North. Smallville, Pretty Little Liars, other TV shows and movies, Twilight was filmed here, and I just had to go for myself. So I got off the train and I took the Canada line straight to downtown, and that's how I got to the main part of the city, and that's also where I found the hostel, which is St. Clair Hostel. So as you can see here, I think it was near Chinatown. So I'm heading upstairs and I'm going to check in, and it was a nice hostel. I will probably stay at a different one. I would like to see how the other hostels look, but this one looked nice, and I was glad that I got the chance to stay there. Right, hello everybody. So I'm whispering because the walls are very shallow, but I made it to my hostel. I'm actually on the 3rd floor, and once I get settled and everything, I'm gonna hop back out there so I can visit some things before the sun sets. It's currently 1 o'clock and it sets around 4:30, so I have to do things really quickly. But I might do some stuff at night, so just keep on the lookout and see you guys later. Canada Place. So once I landed in Vancouver and checked into my hostel, I decided to walk to Canada Place. This is one of the popular tourist destinations. And it was served as a location, especially for earliest explorers from Asia. I thought that was pretty interesting. And it has, this harbor has experienced tremendous growth over the years. And I am glad I got the chance to see it. And I also got a chance to see parts of the city, since the harbor is right near downtown Vancouver. And I also got a chance to see the building Daily Planet. So that same night, I got a chance to visit Gastown, and this is basically the heart of Vancouver, and it's the 4th most stylish neighborhood type mini city in the world, and it was named after Jack Dayton. There are also many fashion districts and culinary fairs, and also graphic designers, architects, and photographers. So that next morning, I decided to grab breakfast right down the street. I decided to get pancakes, blueberry pancakes. It was very delicious. After that, I decided to go to the Vancouver Lookout Tower. So the tickets were around close to $20 USD, and this lookout was opened in 1977 by Neil Armstrong, and it's located on top of the Harbor Center business building. So it's kind of shaped like a flying saucer, if you can see it from the distance when you're like on the street. So for those of you who haven't been to Vancouver, I highly recommend you see this first. I'm headed to Lonsdale Quay, and after I arrive at this destination, I'm going to head towards Lynn Canning Park. So this was basically just a transition from this place to the park. This was my favorite destination of the entire trip, Lynn Canyon Park. Lynn Canyon Park is located in North Vancouver. There are many hiking trails from easy to hard. It's such a big park, I didn't get a chance to even scratch the surface. So did you know that people had to pay to cross the suspension bridge? It was around 10 cents. Although it was a misty afternoon, I still had a great time here. And I got a chance to walk some of the trails. And I eventually ran across the creek. So after I went past the suspension bridge, I went to the creek, which you can see right there. Very beautiful spot to take a lot of pictures, and you'll see this later on. So I got a chance to see the watchtower at night. It was very exciting, so many lights, and I'm glad I got a chance to see this. And you can pretty much see the whole city from here at night, and it really lights up at night. So I highly recommend you get the chance to go back up the lookout tower and see it for yourself. Stanley Park was one of my favorite destinations at this location. Did you know that this park is bigger than Central Park? I think that's amazing. I had no idea until I got here. So my first stop was to view the totem poles. I thought this was very interesting. These totem poles were developed by the First Nations. They were the Salish people. And there were a total of 9 poles, and they were carved from red cedar. And each carving described a real or mythical event. And each carving also had a meaning to it. I got a chance to see the lighthouse, and this lighthouse is named Brockton Point. It was built in 1914 and it was first lit in 1915. There is so much stuff to see and do with so little time, and it took me 2 hours to walk around this entire park, and I was practically starved. So I decided to go to the tea house and have me a Caesar salad, and it was very delicious. As you can see, this sculpture was created by Yuming Jun from China, and this sculpture is a legacy of the 2009 to 2011 Vancouver Biennale exhibition. And Yuming Jun, he was a leading figure of cynical realism, which is the contemporary Chinese artistic movement. And that's it, everybody. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I will be coming to Vancouver and other places in the country in the future, and I'm very excited for that. Very impressed by this trip, although it was only 2 days. So yes, I cannot wait to come back. So please keep on the lookout for more travel videos. I'll also have entrepreneur videos, and I'll be attending business events in the future. So keep on the lookout on that. So otherwise, have a nice day, and thanks for watching.